take that to heart, and we've seen a lot more of that. Guys trying to make plays or taking risks just so they can be, a better part of the offense.
So many perimeter guys that maybe jump shooting would be the first thing you'd say is a strength for them. Is it important to find some guy who can knock down shots, or do you have to play a style that maybe doesn't force them to do things they're not particularly great at?
Well, Justin can knock down shots,
right.
And JP is a pretty good mid-range shooter. But you're not going to see us jacking up a lot of threes. That's just not how our team is set up or built. So you got to encourage people to go to their strengths, but at the same time, I think we're going to be a better shooting team this year than we were last year.
How much more confidence do you have throwing the ball in the post to Bryce and Kennedy and this year than you did maybe last year?
I have a lot more throwing it into Kennedy, especially just because I've seen what he's done with his body, and he's not getting tired as easily. Bryce also, I didn't have a problem throwing it into Bryce last year because he shot like 60% from the floor the past 2 years. We're just trying to get him to compete harder in other areas of the game, and I think he's embraced that and tried to step up in that regard. So I think we have just a better low post option as a whole this year, whereas James Michael is kind of like a face-up slashing four. Bryce is a guy that's going to go straight to the block and shoot jump hooks. So that's what we want, and I think that's going to give us a little bit more of an efficient option in the inside.
How much easier is that for you for guys to have guys that can go set up with their back to the basket like that?
That's great. If you establish your inside game, then everything else opens up, and you have a chance to, shoot a high percentage early and get everybody else involved before you start chucking up threes and stuff. So having them is important for us. We need them to step up in a big way, and I think they've made strides, but it's still a long way to go.
Coach Williams said he's stopped practice a few times and basically said that reminding people that you're the best player out here. How do you kind of feel when he says it? How do you react to it? Does it make you uncomfortable at all? Is it like a beacon of pride?
I think it used to make me uncomfortable, but over the past year or so, I've sort of embraced that, and I've worked really hard to be one of the main guys. So it doesn't really affect me anymore. And I think our teammates are all aware of who our main guys are. So it's just him reminding us. If he points out something that I'm doing right, he's saying, hey, if one of our top guys is doing something the right way, then everybody should be on the same page. Or if I mess up, he'll use me as an example in the same regard. So I think I'm comfortable with it now, but I used to be a little weirded out by it, I guess.
Marcus Jackson said that the team's stated mission is Indianapolis. Is that something you guys have talked about, Indianapolis Final Four?
Yeah.
Is that a stated mission by you guys?
Yeah, by the players. Obviously it hasn't come from the coaching staff, sitting down in a meeting, we have to go to Indianapolis for the Final Four. But, when we work out, we talk about it, and we have that as a realistic goal, and I think we should, and we will maintain that as a realistic goal as long as we keep working at the rate we are.
As someone who kind of made the leap last year, do you see that potential this year? What makes you think of it?
Yeah, I think JP